In this section of the SolidPlant 2014 demo, I'll be showing you how to convert an existing CAD model into a SolidPlant equipment assembly, which can then be placed into a SolidPlant project and connected to pipelines. This model can be a SolidWORKS model or one that has been imported from another CAD system. When we import this equipment, we will define the tag for the equipment. We'll also define the nozzles that are located on the equipment. This information will then be stored in the database with all of the other project data. The first thing we will do is open the original part file for the item we will be converting. I use the SolidWORKS open file function, browse to the part I want to convert, select the part, and here we can see in the Windows preview pane a preview of the selected part. We will then click open to open the equipment in its own window. On the SolidPlant equipment toolbar, we will select the convert equipment function. This will open the tag property manager that will allow us to assign a tag to the piece of equipment. We can select an existing tag or we can enter a new tag. For this item, I'll be selecting an existing tag from the drop-down list. And we'll scroll to the bottom of the list and I will select STH101. Next, we click Apply and OK to confirm that we want to update the tag. SolidPlant now creates a new equipment assembly with the tag as the name and places the original component in it. The original part file is left unchanged and is closed automatically. Here you will see the STH101 assembly open with the 3D model in the graphics area. In the feature tree, we have a folder for components and a folder for the nozzles. The next step for us in converting our equipment is to define our nozzles. On the equipment toolbar, we select the equipment nozzle and the nozzle function opens. You see that we have no nozzles to select from the drop-down list, so we select the New Nozzle button. This opens the familiar tag property box so that we can define a nozzle. SolidPlant has automatically created a tag using the equipment tag and N1 for nozzle 1. You can delete this tag and enter a new one if desired. Here we will accept the default tag. We then select a specification and pipe size from the drop-down lists. We will also select a pipeline to connect to this nozzle. Here we will hit the Create button, and the data that we've entered is entered into the nozzle function. And here you can see. Now the geometry for these nozzles already exists, so we will select the User Nozzle checkbox and then go to the Position tab. From this we select an entity to align the nozzle to, and here we've selected the edge of this face. This creates a reference point for our nozzle, the nozzle axis, and it places the tag onto the point to reference it. We'll also flip this axis to get it correct with our nozzle. We return to the Nozzle Data tab, click our New Nozzle. SolidPlant gives us nozzle number 2. Once again, we fill in our specification, our pipe size, and this time we will also select a pipeline to connect to. And then hit Create. Once again, we check the User Nozzle button. Go to our Positions tab and define the actual location for our nozzle. We'll zoom into this nozzle here, select the outer edge, and as you can see, SolidPlant has created the nozzle reference items for us. So here you can see our equipment with both nozzles defined. You see our reference points and our tags for nozzle 1 and nozzle 2, along with the axis for those nozzles. We'll just hit the OK, check mark and exit the nozzle function. We'll then close the assembly and save at the SolidWORKS prompt to save the model. Now in our document list back in our plant assembly, we'll refresh our document list by hitting the refresh tag button. This will take this just a moment. Now we'll scroll down and we will now see that our tag STH101 is now blue to indicate that we have a CAD model for the tag. And when we select it, we will see the preview appear beneath. So here is our CAD model ready to be placed into your SolidPlant assembly.